What's up? What's happening? What's going on? Welcome back to Anime Station. I'm Sister for Anything and Everything Animation. And yes, this didn't suck, thankfully. This is probably going to get some mixed reviews from people, but as someone who enjoyed the original, this actually was pretty satisfying. It's no best of the year contender by a long shot, but it is a very entertaining, fun time. So I can definitely recommend you go see it. Why? Let me tell you all about it with my quick review of Good Burger 2. I'm not doing the voice, it absolutely ripped the absolute freaking flying flippin' flip out of my vocal cords yesterday, so I'm not doing that again. But I can tell you this right now. This is a very good sequel. Like, a very, very good sequel. Everything you love about the first one is still here and intact, but they throw in some new stuff, and the new stuff actually doesn't harm the movie at all. In fact, it actually adds to it when you really think about it. Now, does that mean it's still a great movie? No. This movie still has problems. Let me tell you all about it in my short but pretty decently analytical written review. Good Burger 2 was a really fun time. Sure, it's not high art or gonna sway over anyone who wasn't a fan of the original, but it's not trying to be that at all. It's self-aware that it's just meant to be ridiculously goofy, and utilizes it to its full advantage, especially since now it's got more production value to play around with than the original did. Ed and Dex still have amazing chemistry on screen, because Keenan and Kel have amazing chemistry whenever either of them are on screen together. The jokes are pretty funny, the characters are likable, the tone is consistently wacky, like I said in my last review, like a live-action cartoon. Which fits Nickelodeon when you really think about it. It keeps the heart of the original intact while also playing around with some new concepts. The set design is imaginative and pretty creative. The little nods and references to the original are quite abundant and are guaranteed to fill fans with nostalgia. There's also a little reference to, this is the one spoiler I'll give, there's a reference in this movie to one of Kel's other characters from one of his other shows with orange soda. I'm not going to say any more than that. 90s Nick kids will get that joke. But there is an orange soda joke in this movie. And it's pretty good. And it's just such an enjoyable movie overall, especially for those 90s Nick kids who grew up on all that and the original film that spun off of it. Sure, the story's basic, the villains are throwaway, the pacing is inconsistent, it's a bit too long, and the amount of celebrities featured is a bit obnoxious. But it did little to really harm my experience overall. Definitely recommend it for fans of the cult classic original, easily one of the best and most enjoyable legacy sequels of the past few years. Nothing better than the original, but about on the same level. Yeah, it's not better than the original, but it's not outright terrible either. I'd say they're both about at the same level, which considering the huge age gap between the original and this one, to keep that same consistent quality is actually really impressive. Sure, there's some jokes that may or may not make you roll your eyes. Sure, it's not high art or anything, but it's a really good time. I can definitely say that. And if you are one of those people that has a Paramount Plus account, you should definitely check this one out. It's goofy and silly, but in all the right ways. If you love the original, you're going to love this one too. Final verdict for me is going to be yet another 7 out of 10. Definitely check this movie out if you haven't already. It's a lot of fun, and it's a perfect movie for Thanksgiving. It's lighthearted, it's goofy, it's wacky, it's everything you love about the original Good Burger brought into the 2023 age. Well, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time for the next review.